This was one emotional film, but it was beautiful. The Lake House is about Kate, Sandra Bullock, a young woman who used to live at a lake house who leaves a letter to its next owner. But the lake house's new owner, Alex, Keanu Reeves, is 2 years behind her. She is in 2006 and he is in 2004. Through sending letters to each other they fall in love but wonder if they will ever meet as they are 2 years apart. I loved the romance in the film. Sandra and Keanu had great chemistry which they portrayed throughout the film. Even though they weren't with each other in person and were 2 years apart, they were with each other in the form of their letters. I loved how they both waited for each other and were able to be together. It was a great ending. This film shows romance can survive long-distance relationships. The acting in this film was amazing and beautiful. Sandra and Keanu were both so realistic as their characters, Kate and Alex. They portray falling in love so well that you can tell that they are falling in love. That's awesome acting. Sandra and Keanu were exceptional in the really emotional scenes, like when Alex's father dies and when Kate thinks Alex is dead. Sandra is so convincing when she thinks he's dead, and I thought he was dead too, so I was heartbroken, but he didn't die in her time and there was a happy ending, so that was good. Many people don't really understand this film, but I did. Even though they lived 2 years apart, the post box was time traveling, so that's how their letters got to each other. In Kate's time, Alex died as he knew her and was trying to get to her, since by then they would have been sending letters to each other for 2 years in her time, and as he was running to get to her he got hit by a bus and died in Kate's arms. As Kate didn't know much about Alex in her time when he died, she didn't know it was him who died in her arms. Later, her and her boyfriend, who she doesn't love the same as Alex, are at talking to property developer. She sees a drawing and one of the property developers says Alex drew it and Alex was his brother. He then asks her if she knew him, and because they had been sending letters to each other for a while, she said yes, and asks his brother where she can find him. His brother tells her that he's dead, and Kate realizes that he's the guy that died in her arms. So she sends a letter to him saying to wait and not to go, which saves his life, because when he sees her in his time he doesn't run to her and get hit by the bus. He waits because she tells him to in the letter. This makes it so he changes the future in his time, making them able to meet at the lake house and be together. He didn't make it to the restaurant because in Kate's time he is dead, but because he changes the future they can be together and they get their adorable happy ending. It's an adorable and emotional film which is amazing to watch. The acting is stunning and so is the plot. Also, the trailer is one of the best trailers ever. The song goes so well.